edition.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Knicks Daily. Madison Square Garden doesn't just belong to the stars. Sure, we have the Brunsons, we have the Bridges, we have the Towns of the world, but they will always highlight the marquee. But in New York, there is a special place in the city's soul for the non-star who eventually steals the show. Every generation has one. We had John Starks, who came up out of nowhere and he dunked on legends. We had Anthony Mason, who played like every rebound was a fight for his life. We had Kurt Thomas, who turned mid-range jumpers and raw toughness into a citywide badge of honor. More recently, we had Josh Hart, who became a walking embodiment of hustle and humor. A player who dives into the stands, then cracks jokes at the press conference, eating Mike and Ike's. The Garden craves more than points. It craves personality, grit, and a sense that a player has given New York City basketball its own reflection. In this season, 3 names stand out to me as contenders for the title of fan favorite. We have Josh Hart, we have Clarkson, and we have Yabusele. So Josh Hart is the reigning champion. He's a relatable grinder. Josh Hart has already cemented himself as a favorite, and with good reason. He's gutsy, he's versatile, he's fearless. One possession, he's bodying a center for a rebound. The next, he's pushing the break, or he's making a sneaky play that flips the momentum of the game. Us fans, we love that because it feels like Hart is doing things that the stars don't have to do. Add in his sharp wit and his locker room antics and leadership, and he's basically become part player, part entertainer. But here's the catch. Hart might have graduated past the cult hero label. He's already loved. He's a household name in New York basketball culture. So to stay the people's favorite, he'll have to outdo his own reputation. So that's his challenge. Now we got newcomer. We got Jordan Clarkson. He's the style icon with the scoring spark. Clarkson is the newest addition to the Knicks, but he brings flash and flair. He's always been more than just a scorer. He's a walking brand. He's fashion forward. He has presence who can turn heads as much in Soho as it does in the second quarter of a game. His aura screams individuality. And New Yorkers, we respect that. We respect that. On the court, he brings something that this team has always wanted but hasn't always had. Instant buckets off the bench. His scoring runs can ignite the Garden in an instant. It creates a tidal wave of energy that 1 3-pointer becomes 5. Knicks fans, we have a soft spot for players who can snatch a game back from the brink, and Clarkson has that gear. If his buckets translate into wins, then the city is going to embrace him with open arms. So let's look out for Clarkson as one of the fan favorite potentials. Then you got my guy Yabu. He's an enforcer, but with a shot. Yabusele is the wild card. He's not polished. He's not a household name, but he embodies something New York loves: fire and fight. He plays with a bruising physicality that looks like it's built for Madison Square Garden. He's the guy that dives into bodies, who flexes after a putback dunk, who brings the kind of raw edge that fans can't help but feed off of. I'm all about energy, so that's right up my alley. But Yabusele's not just muscle. He's got a sneaky 3-point shot, which he makes with consistency. That combination of physicality and skill reminds me of Kurt Thomas, Oakley, and Mason before him. Players that don't just play the game, they play the crowd. And if Yabusele catches rhythm, I could see chants of Yabu, Yabu. That could be the new Garden soundtrack. So if you ask me, here's the verdict. Who becomes the 2025 non-starter fan favorite? We have Hart, who has history and humor, but he's already part of the city's bloodstream. We have Clarkson, who has style and scoring, but New Yorkers still want him to grind. And then you have Yabusele, who has hunger and hustle, and the surprise factor, he has the perfect recipe for a cult hero. The Garden has always loved a fighter, The player who makes you believe he's battling for your block, not just his box score. This year, I believe it's going to be Yabusele. By spring, expect this name echoing through MSG like a war chant. So my prediction is Yabusele takes the throne as the Knicks' next fan favorite. What say you? Keep this in mind. Same thing applies that applies to our team, baby. If there ain't no struggle, there's no progress. But also remember this, whether it's out there in the real world or here in these YouTube streets, here in Knicks Deli, baby, everybody eats. I'm the Guerschon Yabusele. Peace.